Hey, back. What's happening? It's your girl Iliana back on the video, and today I'm reacting to doing a reaction video to 10 top true horror story compilations. I'm a little irritated right now. So not much to say. So let's get into the video.
So, this story happened to my mum's friend in Korea about 10 years ago. Every time I hear this story, I still get chills. My mum's friend lived in an apartment complex in Seoul. She was a stay-at-home mother with a young daughter, and her husband was working during the days. One day, she was coming home from running errands with her daughter and got onto the elevator in her building. When she got inside the elevator, she noticed there was a man wearing a cap and a yellow raincoat, and he kept his head low, so she couldn't really see his face. She immediately felt really uneasy, and she made her daughter stand by her side, the side farthest away from the man. What made her feel even more uncomfortable was, when she pressed the button for her floor, there was no other lit number. And on top of that, she noticed that he was carrying something wrapped inside newspaper close to his side. Things started to click in my mum's friend's head, and she started to panic and decided to take out her cell phone and pretend she was calling home to her husband, who was obviously really not at home, but at work. She started saying things like, "Oh, I'm on the elevator and about to get off. Can you get the door for me?" and making it seem like her husband was waiting at home. When the elevator did reach her floor, she quickly got off and grabbed her daughter and started to walk as fast as she could to her apartment. She noticed that the man also got up on her floor and was slowly following her down the hallway. When my mum's friend got to her door, she started banging on it really loudly and shouting, "Hey, Yobo, I'm home. Please open the door." Yobo means husband or dear. She was kind of pretending like he was coming to open the door. Upon seeing this, the man in the yellow raincoat started to walk away, back towards the elevator. When he seemed to be far enough away, my mum's friend quickly picked up her daughter and slid open her door's passcode thingy. This is usually how people get into their homes in Korea. And she started to frantically punch in her key code. But the problem was that the buttons would make sounds, so that the man knew that no one was going to answer the door for her. And he turned around and started to run back towards her. My mum's friend at this point was practically screaming, and the first thing she did when she opened the door was throw her daughter inside. When she got inside herself, she saw that the man was practically inches away from the door, but she managed to shut it and lock it just before he could wedge his hand or a weapon in through the door. Afterwards, looking through the door's peephole, she saw that the man was walking away, back towards the elevator. Several months pass, and my mum's friend was watching the news, and there was a coverage on the capture of a serial killer named Yoo Young-chul, who used to kill a lot of prostitutes. She told my mum that she could never forget the dread she felt when she saw the all-too-familiar yellow raincoat and the same hat that he was wearing when he was apprehended. The person who submitted this story has included a wiki page on Yoo Young-chul, in case anyone was curious. It also details all of his killings. A link to this page can be found in the description below.
I want to see that. Okay, that story was really weird. If I was in this situation, he would have got bopped. Boop. Really hard. But that was that story. We're going to do another one in...
We'll never look at life the same way after what I experienced. It still bothers me just thinking about it.
I assume she had lost interest
It
in
happened a
singing
while
again and
ago when I was
pursuing
working
the
as a
OnlyFans
cashier at
endeavor solely.
Starbucks. The
I
second
worked
observation was
part-time
that she
as
began
there was
to wear
unfortunately
sunglasses
not
in
enough
all
hours
recent
available,
photos.
so moving out of my parents' house
Interesting.
wasn't the
The
easiest
third
endeavor to
observation was that
accomplish.
her photos
My
were being
parents
taken
always
in an old
nagged at
wooden
me for the
cellar,
latter part
not
of the
the
day,
aesthetic
which
bedroom
always
that
had
she
me
once
stressed out.
previously had.
They
The
would
fourth
always send
observation
subliminal
was that
jabs
all her
alluding to me
pre-existing
moving
content
out.
was deleted.
I'll never forget
Why
the
the hell
time
did
my
she get
dad
rid of it?
confronted me while I was
The
doing
only
laundry.
thing left on Katie's page
Hey,
was
Jason,
3 photos
can you ask
of her
for a raise
posing
at
with
work?
sunglasses.
I can't exactly
The
do
last
that, Dad. I'd
observation
probably get
was
fired
the
if I
one that
tried
struck
that.
me the most.
Well, can't you work somewhere
I
else
could tell
then?
her
I'm gonna
recent
need your
pictures were
room
being
soon because I
taken by
plan to
someone
make it
due to
Charlie's
the
room.
shadow presented
Charlie
in the photos.
was my baby brother.
Call me Sherlock Holmes.
Can't
if you
Charlie
will,
stay in
but
your room a
I
little
have
while?
I
my
said I'm gonna need
suspicions
your
that
room, damn it!
something just
Well,
wasn't
where
right.
the
Yeah,
hell
she
am
told
I
Chow
supposed
like
to
that.
stay
Direct
then?
message Katie
Figure it
saying,
out! You've had plenty
"Hey,
of time
it's
now!
me, Jason from the karaoke bar. I'm not sure
I've
if you
always
remember me,
avoided
but
going
I
home
wanted
right
to know
after work,
why don't you perform
especially
there?"
after confrontations
About
like
10
that.
minutes go by.
I
and
would
get
much
no
rather
reply.
procrastinate at
She
work
probably
after my
gets
shift was
1,000
done
messages.
just to avoid the
Bet you'll
inevitable
reply to this,
arguments
though.
that awaited me.
That's when I decided
Sounded
to
like a
bribe
better
Katie
deal
by
anyway.
sending a convincing message saying,
It'd been a few
"Hey,
weeks since
if
the
I
tense
teach you
clash
5
with my
bucks,
dad.
could you send me a
My
video of
life had
yourself
been
smiling
a
on
little
camera?"
bit more bearable
About a
since
minute
I started
later,
going to this
surprisingly
local
got a response
karaoke
from
bar
Katie
located
showing a
down the
hidden
street from my
video with an option
workplace.
of
I would
unlock
make
for
it a routine to go
$5.
there after work
I end up
just to
accepting the
instill a little
purchase,
more
only to see a
enthusiasm in
video
my
of Katie
already
wearing
dull life.
sunglasses.
I was a
She
regular,
just
so
stood
I
in
knew all
one
the
spot,
employees on a
not saying
first-name
anything.
basis.
I then heard
What
a
you
male
drinking
voice in the
tonight, hot
background
stuff?
saying,
I'll get the usual, Sally.
Wait a minute. It's you
Katie
again.
involuntarily puts on this
Jason, right?
bizarre and
Yep,
unnatural
me again.
smile, almost
to
like she
see
was a
you again,
cartoon
Jason.
character from a Disney
One
movie.
order coming right
I
up.
felt really disturbed
Thanks, Sally.
from what I was
I
witnessing.
really
I
enjoyed
decided
coming
to
here
continue
as
the
it
game
was
of
the
charades
perfect
and
place
said,
for guests to
"If I
lounge
give
with
you
just a
5
small
more
admission
bucks,
fee.
could you send me a
The
video
bar
of
always
yourself
held
pitching
live
a friend
performances
with?"
from various
About 5
bands, so
minutes had
there was
passed and I
usually
got
a
no
decent-sized
reply.
crowd always
I
in
honestly thought
attendance.
Katie was done with my
Ladies
pathetic
and
games
gentlemen,
until I
here's
got
the
another
final
message of a
performance of the
hidden
night.
video with a
Please give it
$5
up for the
price tag.
lovely
I hesitantly unlocked the
Katie!
video, only to see a disturbing clip of Katie saying,
He's not my friend. Don't ever say he's my friend, because he's not.
I can't keep
He's
away.
my everything.
Are you
He's my one and
listening?
only love.
I want you to stay.
Hey, kid. Doesn't she have the prettiest eyes you've ever seen?
kissing.
Yeah, she's definitely a pretty gal. Katie had a lot of diehard fans that would show up to support her. She was really attractive, which made
I
older
felt
men
sick to
look
my
like
stomach.
young teenage
I
boys
then realized
fanboying
that
over her.
the gentleman's
I've had the
appearance stood out
privilege
to
of
me
chatting
like
with
I
Katie after her
recognized him
shows
from
before,
somewhere.
but this time I
Couldn't
mustered up the
exactly
courage to
pinpoint
ask her
where
out.
I knew him from, but
Hey, Katie,
he definitely
it's me
looked
again.
familiar to me.
Who are you?
The man then
Jason,
said,
we met on several occasions after performances. I'm a big fan of your voice.
Thanks, Jason. I really appreciate
I
it.
think you're the best singer ever, and you're really gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's
I
when the
was
man
wondering
removed
if
the
we could
sunglasses
potentially
from Katie's
exchange.
face, revealing her eye sockets with both eyeballs missing. That's when I
bet you just
exited
wanna
my
see
web
what I look
browser and
like without
immediately
my
turned off
clothes,
my
right?
computer. What the hell was that?
No.
That was
I
wrong
mean,
on so many
yeah.
levels.
Katie
How
nonchalantly
do you
takes
say
my
it?
cell phone and begins punching in her
Hoping to sleep
contact
off the
information.
nightmare I just witnessed.
Holy
She
crap,
probably
this is
gave
actually
you,
happening. I must be
a fake
dreaming.
number.
Months since the
Here you
incident
go, Jason.
I haven't
chat with
seen
you
Katie's
more.
OnlyFans account
Definitely,
since,
baby.
as
I mean,
assume
Kate.
she
I mean,
deleted
Katie.
it. Or should I say
As I was
that
on my way
man in the
home,
video
I decided to be
I haven't
ballsy and
told
give
anyone
Katie
about
a good
this,
night
and
text.
quite frankly,
I then
don't know
noticed
what
she
to
had
do.
given me a link to
I
her
still go to the
OnlyFans page as
karaoke
opposed to
bar
her
with an
phone number.
optimistic attitude that
the hell is
one day I'll
this?
see Katie again.
Well, at least I might get to see some nudes. I've personally never used an OnlyFans before, but if there was going to be someone's account I was going to check out, it'd be Katie's. I eventually make it home and open up her page on my computer browser. A subscription of $10 a month? Netflix doesn't even charge that much. I unfortunately
Yes, it
didn't
is.
have the funds to purchase such things, but my curiosity was what put the nail in the coffin. I took out my credit card and shamefully typed in the details on the site. I was now officially subscribed to Katie's OnlyFans account. I began scrolling around, seeing a lot of mature content throughout her page. I can honestly say it wasn't the most regretful decision I ever made, as I got to see a different side of Katie. Or should I say, a different side of my longtime crush. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Throughout the night, I continued to browse through more of Katie's and head to bed. It'd been a couple of weeks since that whole ordeal occurred. I still worked as a cashier at Starbucks and made it a routine to go to the karaoke bar after work. Everything had pretty much been the same except I hadn't seen or heard about Katie since. I couldn't help but feel like I had some sort of role in Katie's sudden disappearance from the bar, so I decided to snoop around her OnlyFans once again. Later that night, I had Katie's OnlyFans open on my computer. The monthly subscription I had paid for previously was still in effect, so I could still view her content. There were 5 observations I accumulated right off the bat. The first observation was that her status said, active 5 minutes ago. I assumed she had lost interest in the singing gig and was pursuing the OnlyFans endeavor solely now. The second observation was that she began to wear sunglasses in all her recent photos.
Is she gonna be?
Interesting. The third observation was that her photos were being taken in an old wooden cellar, not the aesthetic bedroom that she once previously had. The fourth observation was that all her pre-existing content was deleted. Why the hell would she get rid of everything? The only thing left on Katie's page was 3 photos of her posing with sunglasses. The last observation was the one that struck me the most.
Look at my
I could tell her recent pictures were being taken by someone due to the shadow presented in the photos. Call me Sherlock Holmes if you will, but I had my suspicions that something just wasn't right. I decided to direct message Katie saying, "Hey, it's me, Jason, from the karaoke bar. I'm not sure if you remember me, but I wanted to know, why don't you perform there anymore?" About 10 minutes go by and I get no reply. She probably gets 1,000 messages. I bet she'll reply to this, though. That's when I decided to bribe Katie by sending a convincing message saying, "Hey, if I tipped you $5, could you send me a video of yourself smiling on camera?" About a minute later, I surprisingly got a response from Katie showing a hidden video with an option of unlock for $5. I end up accepting the purchase, only to see a video of Katie wearing sunglasses. She just stood in one spot, not saying anything. I then heard a male voice in the background saying,
Smile for the camera, you vermin!
Katie then involuntarily puts on this bizarre and unnatural smile, almost like she was a cartoon character from a Disney movie. I felt really disturbed from what I was witnessing. I decided to continue the game of charades and say, "If I give you $5 more, could you send me a video of yourself kissing the friend you're with?" About 5 minutes had passed and I got no reply. I honestly thought Katie was done with my pathetic games until I got another message of a hidden video with a $5 price tag on it. I hesitantly unlocked the video, only to see a disturbing clip of Katie saying,
He's not my friend! Don't ever say he's my friend, because he's not. He's more than that to me. He's my everything. He's my one and only love.
That's my good girl. Oh, yeah. A young boy wants some kissing action. Let's make his money's worth, shall we?
That's the...
I felt sick to my stomach. I then realized that the gentleman's appearance stood out to me like I recognized him from somewhere. I couldn't exactly pinpoint where I knew him from.
Oh, he was behind him in that,
the man
in the bar when he was talking to her.
I'd love to see Katie's beautiful eyes, wouldn't you? Oh, I'm gonna make this your best $5 ever spent.
That's when the man removed the sunglasses from
I knew
Katie's
it.
face,
That's
revealing her eye sockets with both eyeballs missing. That's when I exited my web browser and immediately turned off my computer. What the hell was that? That was wrong on so many levels. I decided to head to bed and call
You
it
should
a
call
night,
the police.
hoping to sleep off the nightmare I just witnessed firsthand. It's been a couple months since the incident had occurred. I haven't seen Katie's OnlyFans account since, as I assume she deleted it. Or should I say, that man in the video did. I haven't told anyone about this, and quite frankly, I don't know what to do. I still go to the karaoke bar with an optimistic attitude that one day I'll see Katie again.
Falling for you, I can't keep away. Are you listening? I want you to stay before you go. I want you to know that I'm down. Hey kid, doesn't she have the prettiest eyes you've ever seen? For you.
Okay, y'all. Well, that was the end of this thing. Let me know if y'all want me to do a part 2. Some stories were crazy. But yeah. Give me some video ideas. And yeah, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.